guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418. Ugh. And Dewey wants to be in the video, I guess. And I am here with a shaky camera for, thank God, it's finished. We just got back from the Verizon store and we got our new iPhones, which we only upgraded because we had the 4S and my phone would not hold a charge for more than 3 hours. But we've had it for exactly 3 years because we got it the day it came out 3 years ago. So I'm really excited about this. I got silver and Kristen got gray. What else? In terms of life, everything that was going on last week, I was having some dental issues and I was having difficulty speaking and eating. But I was finally able to see the dentist this past week. I have a few more appointments, but things are so much better than they were. So let's get into the knitting. It's going to be really quick this week. We'll start with finished objects. I guess we'll start with this one. First finished object is a cable cap. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And as always, my pattern links can be found on my Ravelry page, which are listed in the description below. I'm still not speaking quite the way I used to, but like I said, my dental issues are getting better. So this is knit out of that Viking of Norway yarn I showed you last week, and I really like it. I have another skein. I'm going to knit another hat, not this one, but another hat out of it. That took just about one skein. My big finished object is in my sheep bag from Kathy Napoli. It's the Dream in Color Club knit along that my yarn store is doing. It's called the Rivington Cowl. It's by Kristen Kapoor, I think. Here it is. It's really beautiful. I don't know that I'll ever wear it. It hasn't been blocked yet, so I still have some tails. You can see that. It's woven in, but I don't trim them till after I block them because I want to stretch this a little bit more. And this is going to be a shop sample at my LYS. So there's that, at least for a little while it's going to be. What am I knitting? I'm still knitting my sweater. I'm going to show you, but I have knit on it, but it looks exactly the same because I'm still knitting on the body. I just added a skein of yarn. See, it looks pretty much the same, but it is a little longer. That's knit out of Valley Yarn Northampton Sport in the Lake Heather colorway. It's my $22 sweater. If I use every single piece of yarn, it will only have cost me $22. And that includes the buttons that we bought when we were there. So that's a good deal. I started this, which looks like absolutely nothing, but it's Olaf, or Olaf inspired. I started a pair of socks. Olaf isn't on my project page yet, but it will be eventually. This is out of some opal that Kristen picked out from the stash. This is what it is. And this is how much I have. I've just barely left the cuff. But I think I started that at the dentist. And last but not least, I finally started a Spectra. And I'm knitting it out of Valley Yarns Charlemont in the dusk color that I got a few years ago at Webb's. And this that I picked up at my LYS. You can see the price. And the color is just 257. And these are the two yarns. And I've only done a few wedges. Well, I think 9. Just finished the 9th. And I'm loving it. I started one of these a few years ago and I didn't like it as much, but I wasn't as skilled at knitting as I feel like I am now. So I love it. That'll be going on for a couple weeks because you have to do 80. I think it calls for 86 wedges, but I'm going to make as many wedges as I can with this skein of yarn. It called for 220 yards of the contrast color, and this only has 210, so it might be a little bit less. And that's all my works in progress. I should put these back in the bag. Up next, I need to still make a turkey hat. I want to knit a lot more hats, and I need to finish Max's stocking, which is in hibernation, for just a little bit longer. I just needed a little vacation from Christmas knitting, even though it's freezing. And what else is going on? The hat along is in full swing, and we have so many entries, and I'm so excited. I'm just... So many hats are getting added to my queue of things that I want to make, and it's really exciting. So go over on the Ravelry board and check that out. We have a number of entries so far, so it's a lot of fun, and it goes till the end of October. I'm also hosting a charity drive for hats, scarves, and mittens for the Haven here in Vermont. It is a homeless shelter that provides services and clothes over 8,000 people. They don't house over 8,000 people, but they do clothe and provide services to them. So, sorry about that. Excuse me. If you want to participate, go on over to the Ravelry board. I've put the shipping information and all that. And as hats come in, I will be showing them. And before I donate them, I'll show you all the hats I have. I myself have about 10 or 12 hats that I've made. And I'm going to get out the Addy and make some more hats. And I just cleaned the studio, so there's so much homeless yarn up there that needs to be made into Addy hats. Speaking of my studio, I cleaned out the studio, and I was thinking of having a D-stash, and I didn't know if that's something you might be interested in seeing in a video. Not as a competition or anything, but just to see what I'm going to have available for D-stash. If you're not interested, that's okay. Other thing is, I went to the Tunbridge World Fair last weekend and entered some stuff, and I didn't know if you'd be interested in seeing how I did there. I'll just warn you, I did pretty good. Last but not least, I'll just show you what the new things I have. I got this Q-Snap extension kit for a project that I'm going to be cross-stitching over the next year on this, which is DMC Charles Craft Monaco. It's some even weave linen. It's tea-dyed. I've never cross-stitched on even weave before, and I'm doing the woodland sampler from the Frosted Pumpkin. I think Bruno and I are going to stitch along. I suspect it's going to take me at least a year to finish, but I needed a frame a little bit bigger than what didn't need it, but I thought it might be useful, so I guess I don't need an excuse to spend money, but that's it. So that is really all I have. I hope you are all doing well. I will be updating the Poor Girl project bags later this weekend, and I will make a video about that. And I think that's it. Let me know if you want to see what I'm going to be destashing, and or if you are interested in hearing about my experience entering at the Tunbridge World Fair, it was huge. It was really huge. So, yeah, that's all I have. I hope you're all doing great, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.